It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see Tony Pollard, unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Packers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly abuts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup, they have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them's going to back down from this challenge.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive #1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jadeveon Clowney drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Falcon football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And we all know the scouting report on him. He can attack the field at all levels with a very strong arm and make big-time plays off schedule. We also see a player with confidence and swagger. We see a guy who knows how to lead a team, who knows how to compete, and wants to be great every time he hits the field.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be caught by Edwards. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give here to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction. Second down. They go play action now. Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Falcons come in with 2 wins on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 133 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throw left side, there's London. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence. He doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game. And who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second and goal, Rodgers. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. Here's Rodgers. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a third and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. Able to avoid him at the... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Dillon, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't. This part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Called out a very strong gain of 24.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Dillon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. Touchdown! A.J. Dillon as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 27, Wilson. And caught by London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of Edwards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Packers. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they want it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Pollard again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 82 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
Got Edwards now on the slant. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now Pollard.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Being chased out left.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On third down, here's Dillon.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's going to find Edwards open downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They go play action now. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. This is caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot for Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for nothing.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like